NCRP Productions proudly presents Mörk Borg. Episode 2, The Light on the Dark Side of Me.
Hello everybody, my name is Mike and I'll be your GM. This session, we will be playing Mörk Borg, the pitch-black apocalyptic RPG where fools and lost souls seek redemption, forgiveness, or the last remaining riches in this bleak and dying world.
Where the hell does it say that? I didn't say it on my book.
Let's go around and meet our survivors.
Hi, this is Sequoia, and I'm running Crag Sally. She's a swashbuckler knife knave. And I got new boots.
You got new boots.
Steel-toed boots. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, the steel toe. Hey, this is Barry. I am running Blevit, your fanged deserter.
Hey everybody, it's Pedro and I'm playing Bartholomew, Bilge, the Buccaneer, and also some rats.
And the rat wrangler.
And my rats.
And I'm John. I am running the cursed Skinwalker, George Clooney.
Damn it! Every fucking...
Who is 61 years old.
61 years young this day, is that what you
Yes,
said?
yes.
He doesn't look a day over 30, I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay, so last time on Mörk Borg, the four of you found yourselves a newly minted pirate, aspiring to be a part of this crew for the ship that you had just bought yourself aboard. After sailing with them for a few days, you began to suspect that you were not a part of the crew, and perhaps you were the cargo, as verified by the fact that everybody kept laughing when you tried to talk to them and ask them to do things.
Mm-hmm. And the cage.
And the big cage beneath. Really, you guys shouldn't have gotten on that ship.
Oh, we're learning that now.
While on the ship, and after asking all of these questions, you guys all went down below to clean the big cage that could hold about 4 people.
With brand new manacles.
With brand new manacles. Where you devised a plan to, one by one, kill each member of the crew. You started off when only Donnie, or only Kevin, when only Kevin...
Wait, there's another one loose on the ship?
There's another one!
Only Donnie!
Only Donnie escaped, damn it!
When only Kevin came down, and you each in turn tried to stab him, doing absolutely nothing to him, before he kicked Bartholomew Bilge right in the crotch. It was at that point that you began winning, I suppose is the way to say that.
Taking it more seriously.
Exactly.
I saw a god. I don't know what it was. That wasn't good.
Remind me, I need to give you the stats for your boots. You then used only Kevin's face as a mask.
Oh, shit.
Mike, as an actor, I will tell you that we all wear masks. I like to say that I embodied only Kevin.
Okay. You ripped off only Kevin's face and then embodied him.
Wait, embodied? So can you also, like, wear an only Kevin body as well?
Yeah, I'm so glad the ship has already sunk and you guys are far away.
That would be amazing!
There will be other bodies. There will be other skin. There will be other
Rascalus
roles.
in an only Kevin body with an only Kevin face mask. It's like Halloween!
You all then began noticing that the ship was rocking. You found out that it was being attacked by these huge, disgusting, seal-looking creature covered in pustules, sliding around on their own putrescence all over the deck.
Putrescence, nice.
As the crew was busy fighting them, you killed another member of the crew, and then watched as the captain was attempting to blow up the ship, realizing he was going down. You shot the wick on his gunpowder barrel, stopping him from blowing up the ship,
You darn right I did.
watching him be eaten by multiple seals. At this point, you realized that the ship was going down, and so utilizing your donkey, which was strapped to the back of the ship, you all climbed into a rowboat, or you jumped on the donkey, or you water skied behind the rowboat, and you began making your way over to the shore On the shore, you did notice that there was a large creature, some kind of dead leviathan, the size of multiple buildings lying on the shore. And this is where we currently are.
Why did it get so quiet?
Because I'm scary as fuck.
Was there something? I feel like there was something. It's been a long week, but I feel like there was something around the right and the left.
Signs.
Yeah, you did see, and you can actually still see at this moment, that there does appear to be a small path leading to both the east and the west sides of
The
this
Leviathan.
peninsula. Not the Leviathan, the peninsula.
Ah, okay.
The Leviathan is at the tip of the peninsula on the
Okay.
beach.
But it's blocking the peninsula.
It is kind
so
of.
effectively, it's left and right around.
It is sitting on the beach, yeah.
Got it.
And yeah, you can see that there are paths going either way, and that there are small signs that appear to be pointing in either direction.
Are they just arrows, or is there writing on them?
You guys are a little far away to know that from now. You are still
Or they're
offshore.
really tiny.
Do we know?
They wrote it in
Can anyone read?
size 8 font.
I can read.
I
But-
think the only illiterate
I
one.
cannot read. And I really don't remember why. I'm just letting you know I can't read.
Do we know as a seafarer folk if this dead leviathan is worth?
For 4 days.
I don't know. I'm a buccaneer.
Essentially
I'm
being slaves on a ship for 4 days.
Yeah, well,
I
I'm
believe
a
I've
buccaneer.
gotten
I've been
all
on the
the knowledge
I've been
I
on
could
the water
possibly have
before.
obtained.
Yeah.
4 days was actually a day too
With
many.
all of the thing that you have learned. I'm sorry, what was your
Water
question?
should not be in your boat.
I'm wondering, okay, specifically me as a buccaneer,
Okay.
do I know, or can I roll to know if this leviathan corpse would hold of any value to us?
Like
are
oil.
there things with it that are of value?
That is really interesting.
Or would we just, because the other thing is I'm seeing a sign and we need to go somewhere. Would I devote time to being
If
this?
he was to cut it, would he be dishonored? Segue to another game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so
That
bad.
was a good one. That was...
And you learn about dishonor by listening to. No, go ahead.
So you know that most things in this world can work as meat.
Okay.
You currently have a couple days of rations.
Yeah.
And actually, one thing that you guys do notice is, as you're approaching the shore, you do see a person who appears to be standing in the shadow of this huge leviathan corpse, screaming and stabbing it over and over again with a knife.
You all see the screamy, stabby guy.
Yes.
Clever man. There is something inside of that Leviathan that's as good as gold. It's
think
called
Is it
ambergris.
possible that maybe the Leviathan is still actually alive?
And when there's ambergris inside of its stomach, sometimes it can retch it up, and then that's used as ladies' perfumeries. And
Say-
makes them
Yes.
smell good.
Yeah, from all the perfume that's around.
I literally have exquisite perfume worth 25 silver. That's something
I think we should go and get the ambergris out.
I believe it's possible you could refill your large jars as well.
I could refill my large jars.
Blevit.
Blevit. When I hear Blevit say it might still be alive,
Well, I mean, that man is doing something.
I just kind of stand up, aim my gun, and just blast it at
Oh,
it.
shit!
Oh my god!
It's just a dead Leviathan.
Okay,
Oh, you're shooting the
depending-
Leviathan, not the guy?
not the guy. No, the Leviathan. Yeah.
We should be scared of this guy. He clearly killed this Leviathan. He's
Right.
Fantastic. You know what?
Or he's in the process of.
I'm gonna go ahead and make this a DR4, just in case you do miss. It'd be really fun.
Yeah,
I hit
can't hit
him.
the broadside.
Oh, shit.
Can't hit the broadside of a Leviathan.
Okay, 617.
Okay,
so-
fantastic. So you load up your musket. You do it incredibly quickly, and just boom! It rocks the ship that you're riding, or the small boat that you're riding in.
The powerful ass gun I have.
It's a musket.
I love it. Hold up, blast! Magic like the blast, moving the waves.
You scare the living hell out of the donkey.
I was wondering. But the donkey, thankfully, is still tied to the boat, so it doesn't go anywhere.
Right, and which one of you is riding the donkey again?
I think it's
Oh,
definitely.
okay.
Yeah, it's
George,
George.
just go ahead and just make just a real quick agility check.
I'll be happy to do that.
But you see that your musket ball lands.
That's a 7.
Nice, fantastic. As your musket ball lands into the blubber of this huge leviathan, you see that George Clooney in front of you falls off of the donkey and begins screaming for help.
Help! Help!
Oh my god, I'm sorry, Mr. Clooney. And I'll try and reach in to grab at him, see if I can pull him up.
I will allow
My
myself to
curiosity, George, are you still wearing the only Kevin?
I believe I said that I put only Kevin's face into my robe.
I cannot remember which it was, because that's what I do, forget things, but I believe you also had a second face.
I do have the second face as well of
Is that
Mule
Stitches?
Kick, I think.
Mule Kick?
Mule Kick and only Kevin's faces.
And is that also in your bag of props?
Yes. Yes, I know that I saved both of them.
So
They're
presently
all wet
what I
now.
see is your face, the true George Clooney.
The only.
The only George Clooney.
Oh, you've taken on that moniker. Very well. Only George?
Do we ever really show our true faces? See, in the theater, we learn.
I'm gonna steamroll. So as you see George Clooney fall into the water and you begin reaching for him, those of you who are still watching the shore, you see this person who is stabbing the Leviathan over and over again. He stops and he turns to you with just wild, manic eyes. His hair is just frizzed out everywhere. You can see that he has multiple cuts on his face, and he is surrounded, like the sand is just drenched in blood. The water, lightly lapping it up, is pulling away small amounts of the blood, tinting the already black water red. This man turns to you and begins screaming, "It's mine! You can't take it from me! I killed it! It's mine!"
Bartholomew, that might have been a mistake.
Well, we know it's dead at least.
Do we?
I love that your musket makes a shotgun
Yeah,
It's a
sound.
shotgun sound.
It's the best gun noise I know.
Isn't it more of a thump?
Yeah, exactly. That's not as cool.
Right.
A bunch of heavy breathing too. Also some mouth squeaks.
Right,
so-
and the mice going, go, go, go!
So you see that this man is screaming at you. He's definitely watching you, and he begins picking things up off of the beach and running toward your small boat that is just offshore.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Do you want me to and I'll start reloading? Do you want me to, stop this before it gets to us?
I would prefer you first help me onto the ship. Am I back
Oh
onto
shit,
the ship?
Mr. Clooney.
Yes. I don't want to cause a stink, but it is unpleasant in this bloody...
After loading your musket, you point it down at George Clooney, and he grabs onto the end.
Does it steam as it hits the water and then...
Burning.
Yeah, here you go, Mr. Clooney. Come on. No, don't worry, my hand's off the trigger. Delilah is making sure nobody hits it.
So I'm watching him as he approaches.
Okay.
Assuming he's a he, that was probably a mistake. We never know when it's coming, but I'm watching.
Yeah, my bad. I do apologize. You do not know the gender of this person, as they are just completely covered in hair and blood and, a huge beard.
So, anyone's feeling? He's getting closer.
He is
Again, I will
definitely
use
getting
the
closer.
English vernacular he, which covers all people and all species.
That person looks like they're wanting to kill us, so do you want to...
So you're feeling? Attack first.
Well,
Eye for an eye and all that?
Mr. Clooney.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I see no reason simply allowing this individual to keep said Leviathan. I lay no claim to it.
I lay no claim to it either.
No.
We should reason with this clearly reasonable person.
Hey, we don't want your Leviathan. You can keep it.
Okay. Interesting. I would like you to make a presence check when you say that. That's great.
Hey, actually, my presence ain't bad. It's a +1.
Please roll on that one.
It's a 2! So wait, +1, that's 3! 3, I say! Would you guys want me to omen this? I think no.
No, but I believe you should actually yell a little louder.
Yeah.
Assume that he is farther than the front of the boat. The bow, I believe it's called.
Hey, bud! No, we don't want that. We don't want that crap. You can keep it.
He begins charging directly at you. He is actually reaching the water now, and you can now see that he is holding a huge conch shell in one hand, and he's going to huck it right at you. Bartholomew, Bilge, can you go ahead and make an agility check?
This is escalating at this point.
He's
and
disarming
my concern
himself.
is that conch shell probably does more damage than any weapon I have.
14?
A 14's going to make it. Yep. As always, in this game, you just need to beat a 12.
We've solved our problems so far by murder.
Can I try to catch the conch shell?
Yeah, please make an agility check.
Oh, we could ask it questions.
All right, I got a 17.
A 17's gonna do
That's
it.
good.
It goes flying, and you saw that it was gonna smack Bartholomew Bilge right in the head, and you just like reach one hand out, and bam, just grab it.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna kill you with this now.
And 4 rats, I'll give you a thumbs up.
Yes.
They do. they also tap their chest and point that. By the way, all 4 of them are smoking small cigarettes.
Fantastic.
And shades based on the picture, right?
No,
Or just Delilah?
Just Delilah has the shades. The other ones.
That's how we can tell them apart.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see that he then pulls another knife off of his belt. He now has a knife in either hand, and he is running straight towards your boat. He's gonna have to swim to get to you, so he's
how far are
not
we from
making an
shore?
intelligent decision right
Again,
now.
I believe it is escalated one more time. Do we engage?
I have this under control.
Very good.
I would like to attempt to use my power.
Oh no.
Ooh.
What is your power?
I'm going to cast Demon of Capillaries on him.
Right, I remember that.
Mr.
Yeah.
Clooney.
What does that do?
Well, if I can make it work, he will suffocate for
6 rounds or
he
something
will
like that.
suffocate D6 rounds,
Yeah.
losing a D4 of life every round.
Oh goodness.
What?
This person jumps directly into the water with 2 daggers in his teeth. One of them is definitely cutting his cheek. George Clooney smiles while beginning to cast some sort of spell. And what happens? What's your result on the
I
presence
rolled.
test?
It's a presence test.
Yes.
Oh. I get a 10.
A 10. What did you think the magic was going to be? Toughness, strength, or agility?
I just remembered I needed a 12, and
Okay.
so I just saw a 13, and I got happy.
Fantastic.
This is how my brain works.
So what does it look like when Mr. Clooney tries to use his power? What does he do?
Yes, please, George Clooney, describe what it looks like when you use magic.
I'm very curious too.
Well, when George Clooney uses magic, he puffs up, of course. He whips the little wisps of hair back from behind his ears.
With some hair.
This is George Clooney after the apocalypse.
Okay.
Fair enough,
He's
fair.
got a little growth,
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, he's got a cloth.
a tasteful amount.
And I open my trap, and I squeal. I make a high-pitched squealing sound.
Yeah, okay, that's what I
And
was.
that's what magic looks like when George Clooney does it.
Somewhat giraffe-like.
Somewhat giraffe.
Like a giraffe squeal.
A slightly giraffe squeal.
Like a giraffe squeal.
Which
yeah.
I could perfectly recreate, but I won't do it.
Well, no,
Of course,
everybody
yeah,
knows
yeah.
what a giraffe squeal
Of
sounds
course,
like.
right,
So
right.
it's not, you don't know. It's like, yeah, it's like a bear roar.
How far are we from the shore and this person?
So I rolled earlier, and it said that you are 30 feet away from the shore. He's gonna be to you. I'm gonna say you got one more round of doing shit before he gets to you and starts
I
stabbing
want to
you.
lean down and slap the donkey's butt so it goes faster.
I'm not
Fantastic.
stoked about my donkey abuse, but I'll allow it.
You all
So
watch
are we
Crag
purposely
Sally.
trying to pass him in the water?
You all watch Crag Sally start abusing the donkey.
Yeah.
Are you beating it? I'm just slapping it on the ass.
I'm gonna hit it with the conch shell.
So,
I gotta kill this guy. I'm
so
ruthless.
this.
Or you're gonna hit him with the conch shell. I
I'm
thought you were
hitting everyone. Don't get in my
donkey
way.
included. All right.
So this emaciated donkey that is absolutely falling apart. Just go ahead and just make a quick strength check for me.
Oh, I don't
You're gonna
want
break
to
it.
it. Okay. I got a 12
You got a 12.
or 11. Pardon me.
An 11? You fully missed the donkey. But your conch shell does smash into the side of the boat that you're in.
Fuck.
And it does create like sharp, like you have a handful of shrapnel at
Easier
this point.
to slap with. Okay.
Okay.
And how many D of damage is done to the boat?
More than your.
I didn't hit. I mean,
More than anything Blevit can
Right.
do.
yeah. What is the damage for shards of hand?
I'm
Shards
gonna
of
say
shell?
that you and the person that you hit each take a D4.
Okay.
Kind of like
Let's go with the
Wolverine
D2.
claws, but not.
D2.
Yeah.
I would like to take a shot at this person.
Okay,
Since I
fantastic.
believe at this point I've helped Mr. Clooney out of the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
So you two have done nothing. So
Well,
let's
so-
go ahead and start with.
I had
My
Attempted
question,
to do something.
my question is, I remember having lost the hook that is my hand
Yes.
in the boat, and I remember grabbing it, but I do not remember if it was reasonably reaffixed.
I thought it fell through the ship and you got something else, like a knife or something.
I apologize. It's been a week, and I forget things anyway.
I'm pretty sure
think
it
it
fell
did fall
through the
through the
hole
ship.
of the ship and then I
So now what do I have? A
fixed
broom?
the hole.
Oh yeah, it was a very bad roll.
It was a
Yes.
very bad roll.
Because you lost it. I don't
Yes.
think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I thought it
so
stuck in the
I think you
ship.
fumbled.
Okay.
And so a fumble means that you've actually lost your hook. at this point.
So-
but you know, this is a fucking piratey world, man. There are hooks
get it.
everywhere, so
There are hooks everywhere.
Well, I mean, if I can upgrade to something that does more damage, like
There's a hook tree.
I don't know, it's Y-hander.
so Blevit, are you doing anything? You have a stump.
I am looking for something to affix to it.
Okay. Do you have a knife or anything?
I have a crowbar.
You guys see, yep. You guys see Blevit take this crowbar and jam it into the stump of where his hand once was.
That's really gross.
You definitely hear it like scrape against the bones. This like dry squeal, almost the same sound that George Clooney made, but coming from inside of Blevit's arm.
Simply put, forearmed is forewarned, or something like that. I don't remember how it goes.
So your crowbar hand.
I'm ready.
I guess it's also kind of a hook, isn't it?
Yes, a little bit.
Are you going to do anything? Or
I am going to wait and see what happens.
Fantastic.
Actually, Mistress Sally had spoken that she was going to take care of the man,
Okay, well,
assuming he's a man.
so Craig Sally took her turn
I
by
realize.
slapping the donkey.
Yes,
It
I
is
am
now.
observing.
Okay.
This is the position I'd like to take.
Yeah, I mean, everybody else is just on their phones, so I assumed that you were also.
I have no ranged attack, but once this shady character gets close enough, I will stab it with a knife.
Okay,
So-
fantastic.
George, may I suggest to you that you watch the gentleman as he approaches the donkey and does not injure our mode of transportation?
That's a valid point. You know, actually, I would like to get back onto the donkey to defend it better.
Okay.
Because he
So
hurts
he's
this
surfing on the donkey back.
I would like to climb onto the donkey's back where I was originally.
Of course.
Before I was displaced.
But as a draftslist, do you hang 10? You hang around 16, right?
My friend, but I must transform into this beast.
Okay.
Currently, I am merely.
I
Joke.
pictured like cloven.
So you are hanging 10.
Good question.
It's like hanging like 8.
Well, in bestial form. In current form, I mean, do they not count? Did you lose them?
So this person reaches the boat. I've learned that I just have to start talking again. So this person reaches the boat and grabs onto the sides and just begins rocking it. So I'm going to need... one of you was water skiing behind the boat. Who was that?
I don't think anyone is at this point.
No? Okay. You all climbed into the boat? Fantastic. I'm going to need everybody to go ahead and test...
I did clearly
Agility.
state that I am on the donkey.
Yes.
17.
17. You managed to stay.
I got a 1.
Okay. Oh, nice!
Not a nat 1.
Oh.
Nice try.
That's a dirty
Do
one.
you realize with the armor that I'm wearing, and it being an agility test,
Oh yeah, I have heavy tier also.
Oh my god.
this doesn't count as a defense test.
It does not.
This is horrifying.
This is an agility test.
So that would be an 11 to begin with, under an 18.
Under what?
Under an 18. I'm assuming I did well.
So this was an agility 10 to stay in the boat.
Oh! Except that any agility test requires a +4, and then my armor gives me a...
So for you it was
So
14.
18.
You needed an 18.
So again, I will reiterate what I said. It's an 11 under an 18.
Yeah, fantastic. So you make it. What was your agility roll?
I rolled an 11.
Okay, fantastic.
But he's on the donkey.
I am on the donkey.
You are on the donkey. That's right. Bartholomew Bilge, you managed to stay in the ship.
So I could take his agility roll in place of my 2.
This is not D&D. This is an unfair game where everything sucks and you suck and everybody around you sucks and I'm mean.
Well, I don't suck because I'm still on the boat.
You immediately watch Blevit in his heavy armor and Craig Sally in her heavy armor both fall off of the boat and begin sinking.
I'll say.
Do we fall on the guy's side or the other side?
Good question.
This is relevant.
You fall on the other side.
Shit.
So I'll just shout out, Delilah boys, alright, let's kill this guy and get the others. So they'll start squeaking and going.
May I suggest there's a different order of operations, as some of us are wearing very heavy armor and don't swim well, or at least can't remember if we swim.
Or can't remember. And then I look at
And I'm
Okay.
just going to say I am drowning at present.
I'm drowning in prison. Well, I think I can kill this person real quick with one shot. Let's do that. Blam! So since they're real close, the mice, jump on my right side, and I swing down and go to shoot him. Blam! realize it's Blevit. No.
So you're shooting at somebody in the water.
I'm shooting at the crazed man.
Okay, let's do it.
You know what? On second thought, I am taking the leviathan.
And I feel like I have a rapport with
Natural
Scab, so
20 and kill this sucker.
A
Wow.
natural
Yeah.
20?
natural
Oh,
20.
And it's a
no.
D12 damage already.
Oh,
So
no.
I imagine me standing with my feet like spread across the boat, just rocking, the knees bent down a little bit. So I'm just like going with the boat.
Okay.
Swing
Karate
down.
Kid style.
Yeah, exactly. And 7 times 2, so that's 14 points of damage.
Oh my god, this guy is so dead. Go ahead and describe it.
So yeah, so just swing down, and I see, so he's grabbing onto the boat rock, and I say, yeah, it's mine. Blam, and just shoot dead straight in the head, just whole bore right down the middle. Delilah and the rats also jump off on little ropes to board him and just start stabbing at his head. And then as soon as he falls down, they basically ripcord back to me. As I pull back up, the boat rocks and I pull them to me. And if there wasn't a storm around, I'd like at least one flash of lightning as they're in the air.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool, thank you.
Yes, as the 4 rats are flying through the air, connected to like bits of your beard
Yep.
and stuff. But yeah, just like lightning cracks behind you. It looks super epic if you're the guy who's dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, from below it looks super epic. Or your 2 friends that are dying.
And I whip my hair back and look at you two, and 2 are dying.
Do you also whip your hair forth?
Yes.
You whip your hair back
Back
and forth. All right.
and forth. As the mags, I forget the rats. No, they're used to it now.
All right, we're gonna cut on over to George Clooney.
I boldly and bravely and selflessly, very selflessly, throw myself into the water in an attempt to save my crewmates.
Oh my god, it's so majestic in my head. Just imagining like a shining angel dipping into dark waters.
Yes, that looks like George Clooney.
Yeah.
And also part giraffe or something.
All angels look like George Clooney.
You know,
Aw.
that is true. Don't forget to tag him in this episode.
Oh yeah. We'll be adding George Clooney at everything.
Could we spam his like Twitter enough
I
to get
will.
him to listen to this?
I will make sure. It's gonna be like, that's not fucking me. That's not me at all.
That doesn't even sound like me.
Pulling up his fucking manager.
They could
When did I
have
do
put a
this?
little bit more effort into getting the voice right.
Yeah.
I still, is that what he sounds like?
I don't know.
I couldn't even tell you what he sounds like.
I couldn't even tell you what you just sounded like, man.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Solid.
George is in the room with us.
Oh, goodness. So you jump into the water.
I jump into the water.
Fantastic.
I'm going to reach out for the first of my crewmates that I see.
Oh, that's great. Are you wearing heavy or medium armor?
Heavy.
Heavy? You're wearing heavy as
Oh,
well.
yes, I'm
so you guys are
wearing
sinking at the same speed.
Yes,
so,
exactly. It was a jolly good shot, but son of a bitch, pick one of us out.
You know what? Roll a die. Whoever rolls higher, I guess, is getting saved.
Just out of curiosity,
I did just say a die. I didn't care which one you
I
picked.
got
We went for it.
oh, both of them.
So 16. All right, Mr. Clooney, haul me up.
I help you up.
Absolutely, yeah. You are able to reach down and kind of pull Crag Sally up. She is able to like grab onto the edge of the boat, and as you are in the water, you definitely feel something very large swim by you.
That was not me. Blub, blub, blub.
And Sally, what are you doing
Um,
now that you are in the boat?
I want to pull up Bilge.
Bilge's
Come on,
right there.
Blevit. I'm gonna reach in and try to get Blevit.
Oh, good. Someone's helping.
It was purely chance that I didn't help you. I take no blame in this.
You don't talk to Mr. Clooney that way.
I understand. Ladies first. That is proper etiquette.
I ain't no lady. Yeah.
Spoken truthfully, next time you save me.
So you're just gonna reach down and try to grab him? You know, we're just gonna make it a strength check. Go ahead and just reach on down there, grab him real quick.
All right. I get a 20. Not natural.
Fantastic. Yeah, you were able to grab onto Blevit's hand and you yank him back up into the ship, into the small little, I say ship, little rowboat that you're in.
dinghy.
Yeah, then Mr. Clooney's
I believe that's what
next.
we've identified it as.
It's a dinghy.
It
Yes.
is the dinghy.
It's not
Dinghy.
a
Hey, Craig
rowboat.
Sally.
You said rowboat.
It's
and
my
then that's a little
fucking
more-
world. It's a dinghy, and a
No,
dinghy is a
guys, stop
rowboat,
calling
and
it
it's the
dinghy.
same thing.
Okay.
As a matter
yeah.
of fact, a rowboat would then have oars, which we don't have. We have a donkey.
You do have a donkey.
I have a donkey.
I'm letting it go. Whew.
So wait, isn't that what's that a barge then? What's the one where it's just like a pulled platform?
The barge has a donkey.
Yes.
That is how you identify the barge. It
yes.
has a donkey.
you guys are gonna call this the barge from now on. Right on. This small little rowboat about the size of this table.
And we'll be carrying it with us across the land.
Can we
Since-
get to shore?
Can you get to shore?
Yes.
Can we get to Mr.
Absolutely.
Clooney?
Can I pull?
I mean, are you guys just gonna pass on by Mr. Clooney?
Oh, no,
no.
Okay, Mr.
Oh yeah, I'm not back in the ship.
He's our
No.
mascot.
George,
slash
You guys
president.
reach down, you grab George, you pull him back into the little boat. You have this dead guy floating near you.
I think that we should pull this corpse onto the ship and
Yeah.
then go through it.
I agree.
Is there like a harpoon or a hook on this little dinghy?
No.
Damn it! I was just hoping to pull
Oh,
him.
crowbar.
You do have a
I do
crowbar
have a
hand.
crowbar.
Oh, cool. Wait. I won't do that. That's how you get an infection.
Oh, that's
That's
That's how.
Well,
Yeah.
exposure. If it's pulled out, it's exposed. It's exposed wound.
Oh yeah.
So Blevit leans over the side of the boat,
I will crowbar.
and he swings his crowbar down, jamming it into the head of this person who is dead, and pulling them aboard. You said that you wanted to go ahead and dig through their pockets.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
looting the
Not
corpse.
all of us said that.
Oh, okay. Who's the grave robber here?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So-
George,
Yes.
are there parts on him that you could use? Because the head's
You
gone.
want the face? Oh,
The
face
face
gone.
is.
The face is.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, Miss
George,
Sally,
I'm really
but the face
sorry.
is not going to be useful.
Just, it's okay. I'm not angry. Just disappointed. We'll just do better next time.
I promise.
Save the face.
All right, there, Miss Sally. So you are going to dig through this guy's pockets.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a D6 roll. And to remind everybody what that is, that means you roll 2d6 and you read one of them first and the other one second.
14.
A 14. You reach into this corpse's pocket, and you end up grabbing something. As you're pulling it out, you can notice that it's kind of shiny. It's a little bit like rusted, and you squeeze it a little bit to take a closer look at it, and it just completely crumbles in your hands. Absolutely worthless.
Oh.
Fuck, I love how brutal this game is.
What?
The answer was
what
literally
was
the
it?
remains of something worthless crumbles in your hands.
What was it?
It was one of those things you use to like suck the snot out of babies' noses.
Oh. Snot suckers.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And be careful, gentlemen. She appears to be very strong.
This was a diamond.
Wipe it on my hand or my pants.
Are you wiping it off with the pieces of conch shell?
Oh yeah, I'm scratching myself.
I mean, I suppose you could like stick those to your hand via like
Lard.
loogie or lard or anything from this dead person. But
Actually, doesn't George have a problem
oh yeah, I don't have
that
to.
allows for sticky things? Doesn't he have a snot problem?
Oh, you're so right. I do have phlegm in my throat. I've been
Oh.
constantly spitting.
Oh,
That's
Mr. Clooney,
right.
if you don't mind.
Of course.
oh god.
I'm just gonna kind of smooth it on there, just like really like paste it.
Yeah, this like black phlegm is sitting in your hand.
One day
Thank you,
I
Mr.
spit on
Clooney.
To be worthy.
It's my pleasure.
So again, I will ask the question: do we get the donkey in gear and head to shore?
To the shore, I'd say.
I think we should figure out what the spoils are that.
Going back
Fantastic.
to my earlier
Bartholomew
topic, I do
has
think that
killed
the
for
ambergris
us.
within
Baby
the
dinner.
whale's stomach is not a bad
Hopefully
idea. I
he's
think
dead.
that we could pull it out and sell it for these
Hopefully, yeah,
perfumeries
sure.
at the
I
nearest
mean, the
town.
gentleman was sticking it for a while, but you never know with creatures
At the
like that.
nearest town, we could then sell the ambergris for the perfumeries. If there's perfumeries in the nearby town, I think that would be a really good
To the
idea.
shore.
Yeah,
Yeah, to the shore. Maybe one of the signs is like perfume town this way.
You guys see Craig Sally begin going into this mumbling monologue that she often does.
Oh shit, that's right. I keep forgetting. I'm just trying to be
You
nice.
forgot
and
that
be like,
too?
Yeah.
And how many of the four of you and your donkey begin heading toward the shore? Are you heading straight toward this leviathan, or are you trying to skirt around it?
I mean,
I'm thinking head towards the shore. If there happens to be a leviathan there,
Okay.
I'm also interested in that sign.
yes, we want to see this.
the really tiny one.
Is it like
Yes.
the peninsula is like bisected by the leviathan, or can we still get on shore and go around it one of the ways?
So a peninsula is like shaped like this.
Yeah. So is it all the way across, like?
Oh
cutting
no
off?
no no! It's kind of like
Okay,
like
so
like,
we-
like a beach whale.
So we can get
could
around it
lay-
either
yeah.
way on
Absolutely,
shore.
yeah.
That's
Once
what I
we
was
have
thinking.
beached the ship,
So the four of you and your donkey
landed the craft,
land the craft on the shore.
brought the dinghy to shore. I have 1 million of them.
Give us 5 more.
Pray, continue.
Okay, yeah. So you reach the shore, and you can see that, first of all, this leviathan is very, very dead, and it has been dead for a while now.
Well done, Bartholomew.
I must have killed this thing.
That was a
while
wonderful
back.
shot.
Well, the other day we were going, and I just decided to shoot kind of up in the air, like at an angle. That's probably. I think I see the bullet hole up there by the head. Yeah, no, that must have been it. I'm that good.
Are there
Yes,
You
were
can
there.
see
other
this.
things on it? Seagulls, crabs?
Absolutely. You can see this
Midges.
like putrid, like gangrenous, rotting, just monster that is taking up most of your view right now with how large it is. You can see that it is covered in these menacing looking seagulls.
Mine.
Exactly.
menacing.
Yes, they are
Mine,
menacing
mine.
seagulls. Have you ever eaten chips on a dock? Yeah, those kind of seagulls. Except their their faces are like covered in blood, and they've got like these bright red eyes. Their wings are like blackened, and you can actually see that one of them that is up there is like climbing up using its beak because both of its wings have been cut off.
Nice.
You don't know if they were bit off or cut off, but one of those things. The smell here is a little worse than usual, but this is definitely the stink of a rotting sea animal.
Just like Mama.
Aw.
God.
Do you guys think that the other birds picked that wingless one up and put him up there, or did he climb from the bottom up?
I'm gonna look. I mean, that's actually a
there,
great
like,
question. Is there a peck, draw, peck?
Oh
draw,
yeah,
whatever?
you can see like a where a beak was like jammed into the putrefying flesh, and then you can see the like claw marks going up, and then another jam mark into it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
This
see
is just literally the toughest seagull.
Well, I
Yeah,
want to
yes, pretty
catch its.
much.
I want to catch its eye and tip my hat, which is not there, to
Yeah, take
Impressive.
my pirate hat
Take a
off.
moment of silence for the seagull.
No, this is a moment of silence and respect for this freaking.
Madam Sally. He's not dead. He's made it to the top.
I'm already crying.
This is nature at its finest. Goddamn survival, the fucking fittest. Oh god. A little Delilah's there with like a little handkerchief.
So I should probably ask the same question with the Leviathan. George, is there anything you can do with this?
It's a big face.
I could impersonate this Leviathan. Let me. Oh. Is
Very
anybody
good.
buying that?
Very
you
good.
truly have no idea what a
Right.
leviathan sounds like.
Right.
So.
And-
sounds like
in all
Absolutely
fairness,
wonderful, Mr.
great,
Clooney.
wonderful. Cheer, cheer.
Thank you.
You guys all give a nice little golf clap. As you're standing there talking about this and trying to figure out exactly what's going on and if you can use this thing for anything, you can see that it does wiggle ever so slightly. Like, although this thing is probably dead,
I
it
did
does
mention
shift
this, and
just
I'm
a
backing
little
up.
bit.
Don't smaller whale, like whales, they explode on the beach, right?
Yes, this is what I was worried about when you
Okay.
shot it to begin with.
What
Do
are
you
the
think
signs
it's ticking down?
Yeah, we should get the hell away.
Left or right?
What do the signs say?
Where's the donkey going?
Yeah, so also on this beach around you, you can see that there is like a destroyed like rowboat right next to this thing. Are you dragging your
We
rowboat?
realize that's ours?
You realize that it's your... No, it's a rowboat that looks almost exactly like yours.
No, we just pulled the dinghy up on shore. I think the donkey's still stuck to it.
I would absolutely like to untie my donkey. I want to steer clear from this seagull because if it doesn't take
Right.
a liking to me, I'm dead. I'm as good as dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all this is like only Kevin was scary. This thing, that's the only seagull.
Wait a minute. We've forgotten something. The sign.
Yes.
Give me just a moment to... I can't read it. Someone else has to do that for me.
Yeah.
So you guys see your friend Blevit walk over and begin, like, hand on his chin, inspecting this sign. Turns around and says,
I'm confident it's a sign.
Could I?
Oh, go ahead. No, you go.
Could I? Because I think Blevit's a little down on himself right now and insecure about this. I would like to read the sign and then surreptitiously whisper what it says to Blevit, so he may pretend to have comprehended it.
You're a good man,
sure,
George.
why the fuck not? Yeah,
My pleasure.
okay.
I do so.
So you can see that the sign, it has an arrow pointing in either direction. Now, you are facing north at the moment, and to the, you can see that the arrow pointing off to the west. Yes, the west. says...
I'm really expecting like Schittsburg or like something like that.
You can see that it says the word brine skull, and that's been it's
I
been
notice
like
here that it says Brian Skull, and then I smile.
it's been like kind of scratched out and wrote blasphemers.
Oh wait, it actually says blasphemers.
Beneath that, pointing east, you can see that it says salt stank,
And the other direction says salt stank.
and that's been crossed out, and that says no you.
Oh, I'm sorry, it says no you.
No, you. That's funny.
Incredibly well done, Blevit.
Thank you,
Very
thank
good.
you. Years of schooling.
All
I
right.
did attend Oxford.
Are we gonna go to the partiers or to this whatever?
The partiers?
Yeah, the blasphemers.
Oh, yes.
I believe both has accused the other of being blasphemer.
Yeah. It was,
I'm feeling the same.
oh wait, so you know what? Okay, so yeah, partiers is this way, dickheads that way.
I think you're making assumptions ahead of us. Let's go check out the blasphemers. I think that was a good shot.
So we'll go to the blasphemers.
Okay.
I think unless Mr. Clooney has another. Mr.
George, did you want to lead this? I apologize.
I do want to point out that we could just make a home here. We could hollow out this beast and maybe like set up a shop where we
We
sell
don't know what
trinkets.
that is.
Yeah, you know,
The
actually,
movement inside.
we probably could just stay
It
here
does
and not
shift
do
a
anything
little
else
bit.
We could
ever.
just live here forever. We're
Yeah.
safe here.
Again, moving thing inside the Leviathan.
A valid point.
Now, we could cut a chunk out and see what's
What's
inside.
big enough? What if we share this space? It's like,
I believe you guest starred on a show like that back in the 90s called Friends or Pals or something like that. And you were,
Yeah.
you
Okay,
did,
oh,
there
yeah.
was a
You
roommate
do have-
situation.
They all
You have
lived
a modicum
inside a
of
whale.
knowledge that
Yeah.
could get us in good with the possibly sharing the space.
If I
What-
understand correctly, there should be a redhead in there who I'm strangely attracted to.
Good, good. I no longer have a knife or a hook. Someone else will need to cut into the now domicile.
I got knives.
do you still have my sweet hand, or did I get that back?
You
I think.
did permit me to carry it,
That's
but
right,
I will
you did.
happily return it to you, sir.
If you're still good with, if you're still using it, you can. I'll if I need it later, I'll call.
Well, then it makes sense that I will slice into the Leviathan using this mighty blade.
Oh, okay, so we've abandoned the plan of getting away from the thing that might explode?
Yeah, we're
me.
gonna,
Oh,
we're
okay,
gonna
cool.
open
Now
it.
we are considering sharing.
Yeah.
We believe it is close to a coffee shop called the Perk, and we are
Yes.
going in.
I think this is a more Mörk Borg course of action.
Yeah, absolutely. Dibs on Chandler.
I'm curious
Oh.
about the redhead myself.
Yeah, who?
Wait, is there a redhead in
No.
Friends? Am I wrong?
What are you talking about?
Who the fuck are you talking about?
It's,
legitimately-
It's George's time. I'm not interrupting.
I've just never watched Friends. So I thought I remembered there being a redhead.
You were
character.
on
Was
the
he
show,
even
Mr.
on?
Clooney?
I just started on an episode. I didn't watch the show.
And there was this redhead, and she kept appearing on stage with me.
She might have just been doing craft services.
I think her name was
She did
Assistant
have
1.
coffee.
She had little cubes of cheese, which I don't eat because of my complexion.
Cheese! Like all the rats are watching you now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cut a 4x4 square into the belly of the Leviathan.
Okay, now you say
Is
4
George
by
still
4
walking down the thing, cutting the Leviathan? Like, are we gonna have an open
Oh, I
ramp?
forgot you were cutting. Apologies, Mr.
Oh,
Clooney.
Well, no, he's just cutting.
Oh, you're just cutting a line?
I was just gonna.
That was last I knew.
Oh, okay, yeah. I take mine back.
Press the Y-hander into the flesh of the whale,
And
and,
go
I
for a walk.
begin walking, holding
Yeah.
it.
So as I said,
It's a very sharp way-hander.
I believe, Mr. Sally, if you were to take over here, you could cut out the doorway as he
So we
opens
can
the
enter the
entire
domicile.
garage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, doorways have a lot of meaning in society. They're symbols of welcoming, but also they're symbols of a closed offness.
I hear this
think-
speech fading into the distance as I continue to walk while cutting.
George.
It's not done yet.
Oh, very good. Continue.
Oh my god.
I think
Windows,
I finally
however,
found home.
you know, eyes are sometimes compared to windows, kind of a viewing of one's soul.
Mistress, are you cutting?
Now I've cut a door
Oh,
shape
very
with a
good.
handle and windows and flower pots that I'm
Have
working on
we
now.
defeated the Leviathan?
Is it dead? Did we kill it dead?
Okay.
Did we solve your Leviathan puzzle?
No, the question
we
is
solve
what's inside
the
moving.
puzzle.
Yeah, paint us a picture, please.
Paint us a picture, please.
I can't breathe. Okay. As you
Wait, is the scene carved just continually on?
Yeah, now I'm doing Rachel and Monica.
You just gotta walk along the Leviathan
She's
for an
like,
episode.
I'm narrating the plot now. And it turns
Well,
out Monica is in
Bartholomew,
love with
my friend,
Chandler.
we've lost 2 of them.
I have a box of bugs that I'm eating like popcorn because my guy loves to eat bugs, and so I'm just like crunching. This is amazing.
are they alive or dead?
Both.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
good.
some of them you want to dry; they taste a little bit
It's like a
better.
little
God.
Thunderdome in there.
But see, then some of them they give like kind of a garlicky taste. So if you had them fresh on there, it's like a garlic sauce.
Oh.
And it kind of.
Oh, that was a bad one.
I saw your face. That was for you, hon.
Spicy.
Yeah. Oh, there's some beetles that add this like kick. They're just like habaneros.
Okay.
And the secretions of this one slug, you let it kind of like slime over your.
You do realize if we ever get into the beast, there
That's
may be
fair.
more bugs.
That's fair. Yes.
Okay.
We give you permission.
Oh, thank you.
Are you still singing the Friends song?
That's kind of what I was
You're gonna
wondering.
get us
I'll
copyrighted
be there for you.
too much. Mr. Clooney.
So you slice this guy open.
Okay, so you jam the Zweihander into the side of this like huge creature. As you stab into it, the smell gets so much worse. You can see that just this disgusting green goo starts pouring out of it, and it is starting to pool around your feet as you're walking with the sword. All this like viscera just begins pouring out all around you. It's splashing all over the ground, and above you, you hear the seagulls getting incredibly
Oh, no.
excited.
Oh, good, they're happy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
We make friends.
Yes, that was the purpose. However, I believe, unfortunately, the central perk has become the central puke.
Nice.
I get it.
I'll tell you what, guys. So 6 of these seagulls are gonna fly down and try to get at that food that you guys are all around. I just rolled initiative, and for the first time, I get to go first.
Oh.
So everybody prepare yourselves. Like I said, a bunch of these seagulls. Now this is not even 1/100th of the amount of seagulls that are sitting there. These 5 seagulls begin flying down toward you guys, and it looks like they have some nefarious shit in mind. In fact, the very first thing that I need each of you to do is a toughness test, as these seagulls go to shit in each of your eyes.
Uh-huh. Now, none of these are the wingless one, right?
No, the wingless one sits
Apparently
above.
the leader, and
He
just gets
sits above like a
pissed.
king.
Mine!
Yeah.
11.
Nice.
11.
Nice.
19.
19.
5.
Okay, right on. Fantastic. That was toughness. Everybody rolled
Yes.
toughness, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, George Clooney, you are watching these seagulls come flying down, and as they're coming down to hit you, you do notice that 3 of them go to shit, and you manage to dodge the 4th one. Your 3 friends in quote marks, get hit in the eyes, and you notice that they all seem to be like trying to wipe this like white and red like goo out of their eyes, and
Damnable Laridays. Ugh.
So am I like damaging myself with the shards still? I am, aren't I?
are you
If you're
using
using
your
both hands.
Are you using the fingertips, or are you using your shards to try to get the
Yeah,
shit out of your eyes?
Probably using, yeah, I'm thinking.
You realize the worst part is it gets in under my mask.
So I'm giving damage to both the seagull poop and my own eyes.
So yeah, you guys all begin trying to wipe this out of your eyes. And what
Foul
this is going
beasts.
what this is going to mean is that you are not blinded, but all of your attacks are DR +3 for the next round.
Smashing.
So we are then going to cut right over to George Clooney, who doesn't have shit on his face.
Stupendous. I realized that, I realize, yes, I smize at them. I realize that there are more pressing matters than carving open this beast, and I would like to attempt to, destroy the seagull nearest me.
Okay. You can see that a seagull is trying to peck your eyes out. What are you going to do?
Well, I won't have any of this. I shall strike at it with my mighty knife.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I'm holding the Slyhander.
Yes, you are.
I rip it free from the mighty beast,
Okay.
and I bring it down at one of these seagulls.
Just the image of someone trying to hit a bird with a big ass sword.
Yes, right.
So
Pretty
funny.
good.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right, have at me. I add what to this?
You don't have shit in your eyes, so you're fine.
It's just a straight up.
Strength.
Well, then I have an 11.
And 11. You go to swing your big ass sword at the bird. The bird manages to dodge, and it swipes right by your head. It actually lands on your head, and you can see that it cocks its head back like it's going to pick your eyes out. Next round, we're going to cut over to Crag Sally
Okay.
while wiping shit out of your eyes.
Yeah, I'd like to try to so there's like a bird coming at me or just the.
There is one that has shit in your eyes, and
Yeah.
there are 5 birds flying around you guys.
And there is one on my head.
There's one sitting
All right.
on George Clooney's head.
Switching gears.
But you can't tell if maybe he's just wearing a weird hat.
Could be a
or
weird
something.
hat.
Yeah.
It could be. He's known for his fashion adventures, so I'm gonna.
George Clooney's fashion adventures. That's the next RPG we'll be playing.
It's like a dress-up game.
Those Hollywood types. Always
They
going
love
with something new.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna let Mr. Clooney wear his hat, and I'm
Okay.
gonna try to stab a different one with my 2 knives. And so, I wrote down DR +10. So that means I have
It
to
means
hit
DR10.
DR10.
So that means that I just have to get higher than a 10, and then I stab something.
But since you have shit in your eyes, it's a 13
It's
for
a
right
13.
now.
Okay.
For this round.
Okay. All right. So strength, I got a 20.
A
Not
20?
Not natural.
Fantastic. Yeah, you stab right into one of these birds.
Cool.
You can see that as you stab into it, it begins vomiting this like green and purple sludge.
Lots of colors.
Yes. They're very colorful birds.
And so since I hit, I automatically hit a second strike. That's what one of my
Oh.
little doodads is.
Okay, fantastic.
So I
So you're stabbing the same bird twice.
bobbing this seagull.
So you come in with a knife on either side of this bird, and you just like kind of stab into it. Go ahead and roll both of your damages.
Okay, and I didn't write that stat down for some reason. So
For your knife, it's a D4.
Okay, perfect. So 1, 2, so 3 damage.
You do a total of 3. Yeah, go ahead and describe how you kill this poor innocent seagull.
All right, I stab it from either side, and then I tear it in half.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right there, Barry. Sorry, not Barry. Blevit.
Yes, yes. Well, damnable birds shit in my eyes, but I still must make a strike, so I shall use the crowbar hand and swing.
Okay.
With a 16, which should hit.
A 16 does hit. Did you guys see your friend Blevit? He's gnashing his teeth.
Damage is just the damage, or is there plus from
Just the
strength?
damage.
Just the damage. With a 3.
Go ahead and describe it.
Well, of course, the hook end is aimed the right way, so I shall catch it about the back and deck and fling it to the ground, splattering it on the ground.
Fantastic. It explodes into in
Technicolor.
Yes, it explodes.
Actually, a form of viewing that George would do.
Oh yeah.
Yes. From the cinema.
Nobody's singing, but for some reason in my head, that Beach Boys song, "Wouldn't It Be Nice?" Like, started playing. Like it just as we're destroying these. I don't know why that seems funny.
Barry,
to
can you
me.
get the rights for
Yeah,
that?
rights to Beach
I
Boys.
will add that to the number of other things I
Yeah,
have
we
to
can
do.
get because the contrast there was
Wouldn't it
great
be
in my
nice?
head.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so you have just watched one friend swing a sword at a bird and miss, one friend stab a bird twice with knives, and another friend kill one with a crowbar.
And put him to the ground, I might
And
mind.
Yeah.
bring it down to the ground.
And
Viscerous.
with my own internal soundtrack going,
Right.
I'll say,
There are 3 birds left. One is sitting on top of your friend's head.
Delilah, aerial targets, pick one and aim me. And so I'll have them go to work. Let me see here. There. Okay, so I go for the one on Barry. Close to Barry.
Okay,
Oh,
did you
that
go
would
for
be
one
Blevit.
that's real close to
sorry.
Blevit?
Yeah, Blevit.
Thank you, Bartholomew.
So I wing over that way, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a shot at you.
I will remind you that, unlike George, I am not a master of the cinema. I have but one name.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that you're less important to the
I was gonna
world.
say, so I know we're all expendable except for
I will never
George.
say that either. Although he does have an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor.
Yes.
See?
I'm gonna use my omen
And
for
2
this.
children.
Okay. How many omens do you have left?
How
0.
many wives?
Okay, that didn't help.
You needed a 15.
Oh, well, it would have been 13 because I'm shooting, but
Oh, okay.
because I go down to 10 plus
Right.
3. But yeah, no, it doesn't matter because it 6 doesn't do it.
6. A 6 is not going to do it. And you were shooting with your gun?
Yeah.
So you go to try to shoot one of the birds that's really, really close to you.
I'm an expert shot.
With a musket.
You begin starting to pull the trigger. Delilah quickly bites your finger, stopping you. Moves the musket ever so slightly to the right so that you're not pointing it directly at Blevit's head, and blasts. But that does give the bird enough time to move out of the way.
Thanks, Delilah. God damn it.
I now have 3 birds left, and the first one is going to be attacking George Clooney. That is the one that's sitting on your head.
Your
The
face.
second one is going to be attacking Crag Sally, and the third one is also going to be attacking Crag
thank
Sally.
God.
He does have
That is safe.
two small swords.
That's true.
We call them daggers.
We call them daggers.
My tiny swords will kill you.
Yar, me tiny swords.
All right there, Crag Sally. You have these 2 like murder seagulls. Their eyes are bright red.
Murder gulls.
Yeah, murder gulls with like black all around them. They look like maybe they're in like a real bad like new metal band or something like that. Blood dripping down their beaks.
Seagulls.
Well, the hair of this.
Right
eagle-
there, and that's the one without the wings. Just like throws his hair back and it walks up. And we're like, oh shit!
You guys realize that you are now fighting a flock of seagulls.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that we should run so far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey. Low-hanging fruit, I took it.
Somebody had to.
And as it goes, we ran, and we ran.
Sorry, Sequoia. I need you to go ahead.
This boy has no idea what the band is.
We apologize for
Yeah.
our shenanigans.
We all know bad 80s music, so
And I want to ask, who is Sequoia? Because I don't know anybody by that name.
I need
I-
Crag Sally.
I often
yeah,
mispronounce
sorry.
Sally.
Sally.
I, like Blevit, am a little illiterate, so...
Well,
yeah, Craig Sally, you have 2 birds trying to attack you. I need you to make some agility checks.
Okay.
You are no longer at a +3 to the DR, so it's just a 12.
agility. Okay, 17.
Stop rolling so damn well.
Yay.
And additionally, Mr. Clooney is my lord and master, so I'm going to start running.
You do have another one trying to bite you.
Okay. Then I'll run. Oh, well, no, I won't. But 7, what does a 7 give me?
A 7 is going to get you stabbed in the face by one of these beaks.
Yes.
You take a whole damage.
Shit. I'm like on death's door.
That about did.
Sally
Go on
is
without
half
me.
dead right now.
I'd be wounded.
And the last one, Mr.
Previously.
Clooney, this bird is sitting on top of your head, making a mockery of you and your entire acting career. Exactly.
Supporting action.
It's and it keeps saying the word supporting over and over again.
That's what all of them are chanting.
supporting.
I bet I don't even know about my directing career.
This one is trying to bite out your tongue so you can no longer speak.
This would be a crime against what remains of humanity.
Agreed.
Yes. I believe I must make an agility saving
You
throw.
must.
I
An
shall.
agility check
Ah, I'm so
or
sorry.
test.
That is a 4.
A 4 is not going to do it. This thing clamps down onto your tongue. For everybody else, it's kind of humorous if it wasn't so deadly. And you take 4 damage. This thing bites onto your tongue and fully rips out your tongue and a couple of your teeth.
Horrifying.
And that does it for my turn. That's fun. Hey, Clooney, it's your turn.
I immediately fall to the ground.
Okay.
And I begin writhing in pain, which is the description of my cursed Skinwalker ability of shape-shifting.
Nice.
So I must spend 1 painful round turning into the mighty Giraffolisk.
We shall see it. We've only heard about it in legends so far.
Do you want to give us a description, or do you want me to make this shit up?
Imagine George Clooney writhing around on the ground, turning into a Giraffolisk. I mean, this is obvious.
I'm imagining the neck kind of going like out and then back in, then out and back in.
Makes like a what are those things called?
An accordion.
Or a bellows.
A bellows.
Naturally, a bellows.
Yeah.
All right, so you see your friend George Clooney writhing around on the ground. His tongue has
The
just
bellows is what pumps up the Giraffolisk front end.
His head is stretching farther and farther away from his body on this weird yellow and blackish neck as he is painfully sprouting hair from all over his body. Oddly enough, the rest of it is also salt and pepper, like he almost aged himself up a little bit, kind of.
Very nice.
Yeah, it looks really good for a weird Giraffolisk beast.
And then one hoof rushes back, the lock from one side and the lock from the other side, and begins.
And that's your entire turn, yeah?
That is my turn.
Right, fantastic. And that'll go over to you, Craig Sally.
Bravo, George.
All right, stab it again.
Fantastic. Stab that bird in the butt.
All right, so I got an 18.
An 18's gonna do it.
So I double stab.
Oh no! Stop
Yeah.
stabbing my birds!
No, 1 plus.
Oh my god, you destroy this
Well,
thing.
This one's like it's just the same thing. She's a creature of habit. Line him up. I'm knocking him down.
Yeah, do you want to describe it?
I did.
Okay.
I did the same thing as before.
Oh,
Again.
okay.
It's a hit for a reason, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Done.
And the other seagulls that were there, seeing what has just happened to their comrades, fly back up to the top of the Leviathan and continue staring at you. You do see that one of them has grabbed like a chunk of viscera and is staring at all of you.
So the entire flock flew away. So far away.
So far away, yeah.
Okay, I'll get one more of those.
One more and then we're done.
Yeah.
So you are still being watched over by this flock of seagulls.
I would like to.
Damn it! There's the one.
Comedy works in threes, and then when you do 5 or 7 or 9, it's, kind of eventually it loops
It
around
has to be in
again.
multiples of 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
multiples of
but
three.
we're
multiples
hitting
of
like
3.
7 and 8 right now.
Yeah,
It's
so we just have to hit
kind
9. I
yeah,
get you.
yeah. I mean, eventually,
9.
perhaps it would be funny again. It's possible that if we were to go back.
I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah,
steamroll
roll ahead.
again.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that one of my abilities as this mighty beast is that I regenerate a D4 of hit
Thank
points
God.
per round.
And
Oh,
tongue.
nice.
Yeah,
Regenerate
hopefully
tongue?
tongue.
Oh, I can't
It
wait to hear
doesn't
George
say-
Clooney without a tongue.
I mean, I must.
Well, it has to. If you're healing your damage, that's part of
Game
your
Master,
damage.
does he get a tongue back?
I mean, considering it is a crime against the remainder of humanity.
It
I
is.
could talk like this for the rest of the game.
Can you successfully talk without using your tongue? Like, can you possibly do something like this?
No.
No. All right, fine. Your tongue grows back.
That's the
I'm
last
assuming
part
that
of
you
the
at least make a 1 on
Yeah,
your D4.
let's see. Assuming you at least make
A
a
one.
1.
The important parts first.
Right, blood pouring out, eye socket,
Absolutely.
the heart, we can actually see it beating, but the tongue grows back.
The tongue, yeah. Just, and it's very cartoony, like a slide whistle.
As much as I would love to start a life here with you guys, I think we should go. I don't know if we can take them all right now.
I'm gonna touch my carved Phoebe's face tenderly and then nod and
Yeah, I'm considering the central puke is probably not the place to be.
We can't let that happen again to this shining god over here.
he's like
I imagine
a
you're
monster.
still healing, just kind of standing there. That's in my
Now
head.
you're like a monster,
I do
right?
look like kind of a
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen George Clooney do
This
this?
is the first time. No, we did see him go
So
there,
looking over now, oh, Mr. Clooney,
I will assure my compatriots that, I am fine. This is natural. This is supposed to happen when my tongue's ripped out. This is how I respond.
Just like when the two-headed basilisk grows, Mr. Clooney has transformed. He is the harbinger of the peaceful end of this apocalypse.
Come unto me, my children.
Fucking giraffe thing.
So we're following George then.
Of course we are.
Onward to the town of
Bethlehem. No.
Bethlehem.
Nice.
To Bethlehem.
So you had
I
Brine.
believe it may be a long walk, but let's go.
You had Brine Skull to the west and Salt Stank to the east.
Brian Skull was
Brian
the
Skull.
was blasphemy. The one's marked blasphemy.
Party house.
Right?
They were both called blasphemers. One was crossed out and said blasphemers, and the other one was crossed out and said no you.
Yeah. Okay. So the one that had blasphemer on it, I think, was the one where we're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, real quick, I need to make my roll to see if I die. I have a 2% chance each day to die. By the way, listeners,
As I said, you guys need to look at the thing.
because I have a shard of metal slowly
That's
inching
right, that's
towards
right.
my heart, and I have a
Stark style.
2%.
Oh my god. Yeah, please, you
This would
make
be-
that roll. Don't let me do it.
Oh, thank God, 42. So, so I like stop, and I'm like, okay, just a little closer. And I keep going.
Still good.
It's like 10 o'clock every day on the dot. I have this little feeling, it's a twinge. The doc said it's bad, but you know, he's a nerd. What does he know?
Fucking hate nerds. As George Clooney. I denounce nerds.
Denounce you, nerd!
In my own name.
By the power invested by me!
To me.
I smite thee!
God King George Clooney. Yeah, so we're going to Bethlehem.
Okay, yeah.
I would like to hold my donkey's reins in my mouth and lead it along.
I'm looking at the sign because I don't remember saying Bethlehem, but I look at it again and shake my head and assume that's what it said.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it looks like it
That's
says.
probably a bee.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, those squiggles look like it would say bleh, or something,
Right.
so maybe.
Sure, Bethlehem.
Yeah. All right, fantastic. So,
There's a star we can follow.
That's Crag, the Death Skull.
Crack the disc!
I'm so named for it.
Okay. I thought you meant the star. The star? Okay, crack
Crag, the Death Skull.
the
The shining star, Crag the Death Skull.
I would imagine that in this world, all of the constellations have shifted.
Yeah.
Or melted.
Cataclysm.
That's
yeah.
fair.
They're probably like skulls and knives.
The
and
big
spears.
gooey eyeball.
I mean, light
the
is
little
going in
gooey
there.
eyeball.
Little gooey eyeball. That's the one.
There's
blinks
Unky with
every
the
once in a
running.
while.
It's not a handle, it's a stock. Anyways.
So, anyways.
I'm just glad to know that that Craig watches us, watches over from jaw to eye.
the Death Skull. Is that who you were named for?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
on. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was born under
canonically,
Crag's-
yeah, that's a real thing. Yeah.
Born
Wait,
under
so
Crag
you were
the
born under that star?
Yeah,
under
that's
Crag,
my,
yeah.
That's my star.
That's my dude.
Were you born anywhere near a manger?
I think we're getting our metaphor mixed.
I'm
This
not
is
sure
the
what you mean.
manger. George Clooney was born in a...
Yes.
Oh, are we approaching the place of your birth?
No.
Oh, okay.
Was I in the movie Three Kings?
Okay, wait, hold on.
Stars.
This is really important shit
me
to
that
figure
you guys
out.
do know that stars do rotate, you know, because the Earth is the center of the universe.
I'm gonna-
Yes,
So
very much word.
in-
All right.
I was in the film Three Kings, which relates to this story.
Well, but it looks like it's 3 military men.
Yes,
It looks like it's military.
So it was frankincense, myrrh, and gunpowder?
Is that? Okay, so that's Mark Wahlberg. Who the hell is that? No, who the hell is that? Who the hell is
Mark Wahlberg was great on set.
It is. It's Ice Cube. I was like, is that Ice Cube? It's
Fantastic.
Ice Cube. Okay, so yeah, so the 3 kings are George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, and Ice Cube.
Did you not read the Bible?
Ice
You knew King James.
Who gave which gift?
That should be obvious.
Oh my god.
What a weird movie.
It was a weird movie.
That is a really weird movie.
Wait a minute.
So what are we gonna
Based
start-
on a really bad... I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. No. The first Google question was, is Three Kings movie a true story? And it's unsung Scots hero whose exploits inspired the George Clooney. Anyway, this is completely off topic. Anyway.
I love talking about my career.
I like the idea of Bartholomew having like an encyclopedia.
Yeah, no, it's not the
The
it was
scripture
great.
of Clooney.
It's just a
Dying
movie
to
guide. There's a
All
whole
you
bunch.
build is a movie guy?
No, it's an ancient-looking tome bound in leather, and you open it up, and it's just Newsweek like clippings, or like Newsweek clippings on movies, and all just different pages.
Little rat footprints
Yeah,
everywhere.
little rat footprints, you guys. Yeah. Little tiny coffee stains from little tiny coffee mugs.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse turns 50, Mickey Mouse turns 60, Mickey Mouse turns 75.
I would fall asleep, and they would
Diamond
all pull a
Jubilee.
blanket over me.
Wait, you guys put this right over George Clooney's. Goofy turns 8, who gives a shit?
So while we described the exploits of my theater career,
I believe we ended on Goofy.
excuse me.
Best part about Goofy, he definitely has a dead wife. Anyway.
The cartoon character. Oh my god.
Who are you thinking?
I thought that there was a movie called Goofy.
Oh my god! No! I was wondering too. I was like, how is George?
Thank God.
But here's the thing. I was like, how is George Clooney involved with Goofy? But then you said, yeah, Goofy. And I was like, well, you have a better knowledge of George Clooney. You must know. You're playing George Clooney. You should know.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Goofy. No, yeah, the Goofy did this character.
All right. So we're heading to the
You know we're way off topic
Brian
when
Skull.
Craig Sally says
Yeah.
movie.
we gotta go. The stars upon us.
Oh man, I love that Craig Sally has become an astrologist.
I just know the one.
I just know the whole, I'm really knowledgeable on the.
Craig Disco.
Now, while we travel, this is
All right, I gotta bring us back.
no, this is real.
No, I get it, but Bethlehem is also called what? Where are we actually? Brian's
Skull.
Skull's where we're going. Bethlehem.
The party place.
Yeah.
Brian Skull pronounced
Yeah, the party
Bethlehem.
town. Yeah, full of blasphemers.
And as we proceed, I will be regenerating hit points with every round of action. So once I have hit my full hit points, I would like to become George Clooney once again.
How long can you stay in your thing? Like
There is no
Awesome,
I
yep.
can do this.
Wow, I love how unfair this game is.
That's-
Craig Sally's half dead, and George Clooney just gets to be fully back
I'm
alive.
literally half dead.
Yep.
Oh yeah, wait. Is there...
Well, yeah, you did take a whole hit point.
I did. Of my 2 whole hit points.
Are we back to max omens? That was something that I
No,
didn't
we're
know.
at the start of a day. We're supposed to roll at D2.
Okay. All right. Good. So we are not back to
And
max.
trying
it
to
is
see.
reaching the end of the day as of right now. You can tell because the gray blob that is the sun hiding behind the brown clouds is getting lower and lower in the
Gotcha.
sky.
I love
As
the
it
color
melts
palette you're
into the
painting
ocean.
for us.
But if we rest, we
Purple,
can
brown, green,
I like
white.
heal
colors.
D6. So if we have a night's sleep, it's a D6 healing.
We tried to make a home to take a nap in, but the seagulls
Yeah.
chased us away.
It's getting
Fucking
dark, so
GM.
we should try and make it to town so we can sleep in a safe place.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
safe.
George, lead on.
I endorse this course of action. Onward.
Okay, fantastic.
adventure.
So, you all begin walking up the beach beyond this sign that you have passed, leaving behind this blood-stained beach and this huge putrid monster that is decaying.
And the dinghy.
And the dinghy, or the rowboat, I guess.
I don't want to get into it.
Since when? Leaving behind the rowboat and the other destroyed rowboat that you guys had seen. You begin walking... What?
I was gonna say which we did not investigate.
Yes,
No.
we did
Should we
forget.
double back?
Well, no, the
No.
seagulls. The seagulls. No, we don't want to.
I don't think we want to tangle with them again.
Yeah.
Cool. Plot point dropped.
I
Yep.
feel like if we tried to go over there, like a couple hundred more of them are gonna peek from the
Yes.
other side.
Steady
It's like
on,
a
steady.
warning.
Backup flocks,
Yeah, the backup flocks.
the roadies.
So, you guys continue walking along this this small trail through like this pretty tall beach grass. You can see that as you're walking along this trail, the ground is beginning to elevate. You are heading in an upwards direction, and you eventually find yourself walking along the sea cliffs.
Okay.
Safe, nice.
Far off in the distance, you do see a lone person standing in a rowboat
Third
off
rowboat.
in the water.
Okay,
Not like on
along the cliff.
Yeah,
Cliffside.
yeah.
Okay, that's
So-
very different.
so
Okay.
May I put forth the concern? Seagulls often roost in cliffside, not quite as often on the side of a leviathan. We should approach carefully.
Yes.
It's a nice rowboat that guy's got. We could use a rowboat.
It's a long ways down.
It's a long ways down. Yes.
I bet I could hit him from here.
I want to
but-
yell at him.
Okay. What are you gonna yell?
What be you doing?
Okay. You yell that as loud as you can. And being that this guy's probably over a mile away, you can't really tell if he reacts or not, or if they react or not.
It
Could
would
be a
actually
she.
be based on the fingers.
Yeah, the goggles. I'm gonna zoom.
Yes. Yeah. Having your hands in circles around your eyes, you crank them ever so slightly to zoom in.
Which finger comes up?
Yeah, exactly.
So, walking along these sea cliffs, you can see that far off in the distance, there is a small village that appears to almost be hanging over the cliff. Every single building there seems to be leaning in toward the land, like leaning away from the...
Counterbalance.
Exactly, yeah, counterbalancing. Leaning in away from the cliff. This does appear to be about a full day's walk, and night is approaching. What are you guys going to do?
Well, we gotta make camp, and since I'm a survivalist by trade, as my buccaneering,
Oh!
I am. In my background, it says I'm a survivalist, so
Okay.
I would like to use my survivalist skills to try and find as safe a spot as possible. Perhaps a very large cave.
A very safe large
Yeah, very
cave
safe
that's
large
dry.
that we could put a boulder in front of and close ourselves in.
With like a
Okay.
spherical
No,
boulder.
but something safe-ish.
A large wet cave with teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as you continue walking along this sea cliff, you're keeping an eye out for pretty much anything that you can hide behind.
Bartholomew, how about this one?
Yeah, there's really no trees.
This one?
There's a couple of very large rocks and things like that.
How about this
one? Oh,
However, as you
yeah.
are peeking over the edge of the cliff, you do notice that in the side of the cliff, down at the water, there is a huge opening, as if there is a large sea cave
How about
down
that?
there.
A sea cave sounds like there's water in it.
Yeah, there's fully water in it. Yep.
We're gonna go into this.
No, we
It-
would have to travel down.
Yeah,
to it.
again, how would we get down?
Look, let's
Did
just go
anyone
by
bring
that
rope?
rock. I
Yeah, does
mean, it's a pretty open space, right?
Yeah, does
here.
anybody have rope? I really like that Blevit asked that question.
I don't know.
I asked it because I knew that I did not.
Ah.
I have lard. We could grease ourselves up and slip down.
I have a bear trap.
Bear trap.
Put it around my ankles
Ah,
and dangle me.
But it is connected to a rope. I remember this at the beginning.
It's
Yes,
connected
it's
to a
a
chain,
chain.
yeah.
How much?
Oh.
Yes, chain. How much?
I mean, I imagine just like
Well, don't imagine. Count.
1, 2, 3.
15 feet.
15 feet? Okay, cool. I have 15
That's
feet.
a
Or
long
approximately
ass
100
That's a long ass fucking bear chain.
You know, in the inventory it says 15 feet of heavy chain.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Okay.
cool. So then,
A lot of
I'm
chain.
gonna write that down. 15 feet.
And how far down is the beach?
About 50? Yeah, about 50 to...
16 feet.
I'll hold hands.
16 feet.
We are seriously elevated in these cliffsides.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get down this cliff.
Well, the idea of rolling the rock in front has a rather biblical feeling to it. I like it.
Yeah, but all,
This is
all
a
that
huge
water.
sea cliff.
Look, my
Like
survivalist
sea
instincts
cave.
tell me it'd be safer just to go over by that rock. We'll be in the open, but there's not really anything we can hide. So anything coming after us, we have, sight at them too, maybe.
And then all
wonderful.
of us shall go to sleep.
Well,
It
no, we'll
seems to
have
defeat the rock purpose.
We'll sleep in shifts, obviously. We'll
Very
need
good.
to watch for people and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you all have traveled these blighted lands for a while. I'm assuming that you would all know you need to take shifts. I'm not going to be a total dick about
Does
that.
does the path we're traveling on, is this just like a simple goat path, or do we see prints?
This
Ooh, good question.
This appears to mostly be some kind of, I don't want to say game trail, because there's not much game, but yeah, something like that. It's maybe
More
like
goat,
a small...
less people.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
We don't see the form of a shoe, boat,
No.
actual
More goat,
foot.
less people.
Now,
Right.
one thing that you do see, if you're looking around, especially as a survivalist, Bartholomew Bilge, one thing that you do notice is almost like imprints of, I don't really want to say claws, because they almost kind of look like bird feet, but like the feet have a lot more toes on them.
The Seagull Queen.
Millibird.
A millibird. I got a really good image in my head of that.
Bird with treads.
Mine's just like a regular bird with like so many feet. It's like a hula skirt.
Oh, I thought of a long bird.
I was thinking of like a long bird, yeah.
Okay, all right. Mind theater.
I'm glad that nobody went to like the human centipede type.
Why? Why would you go there?
Thanks.
I mean,
Seagulls,
this is a
centipedes,
family-oriented game. Come on, man.
just like Mama.
Oh my god.
Your mom was human centipeded?
No, seagull centipede.
Oh, sorry.
I think she was just doing something else with that
Beak,
seagull.
Beak, 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 beak. And Bartholomew's drawing.
You get the point, though.
That's what
You
I
get the
imagine.
point.
That's
You get
what
the-
I imagine.
You get the point.
All right, so that's gonna we're gonna be posting that up
Like,
on the Patreon.
Yeah, you get the point.
So if you join at the $1 level, you will get to see this expert drawing of the seagullipede that Pedro has drawn for us.
I don't know what seagulls look like, it turns out.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I was like, well, it's easy. It's just a whoop. That doesn't look like a fucking seagull.
Now, if you don't put that on the Patreon, you
Yeah,
made
we're in
us all
trouble now.
liars.
Oh, no, I will.
Nice.
That's good. That was fast.
Thank
So,
you.
as wow, yeah, you're a much faster drawer than
No, I'm
Pedro.
shit compared to... Oh.
No, we were talking about her. Yes.
No,
you
no.
understand? We were
Yeah.
we were supporting your idea, and he's still drawing feet on his
Yeah.
seagullipede.
The last ones are getting spicy because I'm getting bored.
Well, you could interact with the game in one way or another.
This has got brain worms on me right now.
I would like to use my my expertise in all things and look for
That's a thing in this game, yes.
what looks like the most comfortable place for us to bed down for the night.
I'm thinking that your friend Bartholomew Bilge already found it. It's
Well,
near
what
that
I'm
rock.
doing is I'm stealing Bartholomew's idea.
And making it your own.
And I won't say anything because I'm like, yes, that's your idea.
I really appreciate that.
By the way,
Are you
I
super
imagine...
timid or something?
No, I just really follow his work, and I
I'm beginning to
admire.
understand why he got the award for best supporting actor.
Does
I
anybody...
mean, an actor himself would be given those lines, but the best supporting would go get them.
Right.
If anybody wondered, I also imagined the eggs as really long. If anybody imagined that, I imagine it would need to compensate for the length. So it's a really long egg. Or I guess you could go really round and they're kind of spiraled up in there, but that seems less comfortable.
Yeah, I
than
mean,
really
like a
long.
snake egg.
Yeah.
They're not
Like
super
real
long.
millipedes, like they curl around their little babies, and so there's like a nest of
Yeah, there's the end of the long egg.
So yeah, we bed down for the night, do shifts. I get my
Can you
hit points
imagine
back.
the seagullipede and just the butt is sitting on the egg. The rest of the
of
legs
it
are
is
just standing there.
Standing wrapped around it.
I feel like we just invented a new myth.
Oh god, it's even better because if you think it in terms of like the Penguin movie where they move the egg with their feet, like it's hatching, just runs to the front. You pecks it one time, and
I
the
think
baby
I might,
seagullipede comes out.
speaking of penguin movies, I think I might have also been a voice in Happy Feet.
I think you were.
I think I was.
Well, and also, I'm thinking now about the chicken leg aspect, like the drumsticks.
Wait, was he the like really stoner chick? No, wait, no, I think I'm mixing up. Happy.
Fuck are you talking about?
Bartholomew is consulting his tome.
His tome of Leonard Maltin's movie guide.
Oh, Robin Williams was in that movie. Yeah.
I often get myself confused.
That's not George.
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were in the sequel.
What? Happy Feet?
Yeah.
What?
Happy Feet too.
They were
I
krill.
do not think. It does not look like George Clooney was. You were not Mr. Clooney. A
I
part
get confused.
of that movie, Happy Feet.
They were too krill.
What?
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon
Yes.
were too krill.
They were trying to find each other, and the odds were 1 in a trillion.
Oh,
I'll be
no.
really honest.
My
Stop!
God.
Stop!
I'm gonna be vulnerable with you all. When they reunited in the movie, I did cry. It was really beautiful.
That's very beautiful to know.
That's Happy Feet barely was a movie.
That was the second
Making
one,
the
Barry.
but I'm saying, making the second one, what the audacity?
The audacity.
How dare you, sir? How dare you make Happy
I
Feet
believe
too?
somebody probably one night was on a late night binge and says, we got to do something with 1 in a trillion.
Didn't the guy who made Mad Max make Happy Feet? Isn't that? I'm pretty fucking
What?
sure.
Oh, he did. Mark Miller.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
he totally did.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna verify, but no, it's really weird. Like,
It was
yeah,
either Happy Feet or Babe the Pig.
Well,
I
Happy
think
Feet was a
maybe
surprising
both.
film. It really was. It had those live action segments with the band. Very odd.
And then like the really dark one where he gets like I don't know.
Wait, there's a really dark Happy Feet?
Well, Happy Feet,
segment.
Happy Foot gets kidnapped into like a zoo, and then he starts to have like psychoses.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Then he's Sad Feet.
And he like keeps swimming into this wall over and over again. I'm pretty sure.
It's a tale.
Yeah,
we
George
learn a lot
Miller.
from it.
George
It's a
Miller.
journey that
Yeah.
we go on with the Foot,
Yeah.
the pleased foot.
So again,
Oh, and he did do Babe. Yeah, George
so
Miller
the
did do Babe.
Increditor.
I was right
So
twice.
wait, who did?
And Surfs. And Surfs.
All right, so hold on.
No, it's people who search it up. No, he didn't do Surfs Up.
The guy who did Mad Max
Fury Road.
Yeah.
then stepped forward and said, I'm done with doing really good post-apocalypse.
No,
Other way,
No,
other way,
no,
other
no.
way.
He did Babe in '98. Babe Pig in the City.
He was obsessed with talking animals, clearly.
Yeah,
and
he-
then
oh.
Happy Feet 2 came in 2011.
Oh, he didn't
and
do one, he did
Fury
two?
Road came out in 2015. So he
So-
did all those in between while he was
He's
working
like,
on
Happy
Mad
Feet
Max.
isn't
Fury Road.
pretty enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was unfortunately not in any of those films.
No, so they're completely, it's unfortunately irrelevant. By the way, guys, the Sequoia around its eggs. So, yeah, it is exactly as you
I feel
thought.
like you captured the essence.
Yeah, you get the point. You get the
Does it have many wings or one giant wing?
No,
what
I
I
imagine
said.
one
Oh.
giant. Oh.
Oh, I like there
Wait a
being
minute.
like 100 wings
Wait a
on either
minute.
side.
Very good.
Wait a minute. Okay, so we got.
All right.
we got a
So
whole
while we continue
bunch
doing
of
that,
wings.
so you all bed down to take a
Yes,
rest.
we do.
After this first little bit of a rest, everybody restores a D4 of hit points if you've taken any.
Okay, well, whatever I get.
Craig Sally, you took one. You can't roll less than that.
Watcher.
Back to full health. With the one you rolled.
Fucking God.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, many wings better. Many wings are better.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay, cool.
Did you heal? Did you need to?
The D4.
Did you need
Did
to?
I need to?
Otherwise
No,
it's
but
like
I will
okay.
anyway too.
Don't tell me. You have the paper right there.
So more importantly for me is omens.
Oh, yeah.
Omens.
Oh.
Now, you receive those at the beginning of the day,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Fantastic. So, in the middle of the night, while the third watch is happening, so Bartholomew, you are sitting up and you're drawing what you imagine this thing would look like, and you begin to hear.
Freshly.
It sounds like 100 feet, all walking at once. Kind of coming straight towards you.
I stop drawing
The shotgun musket.
and I pull back the hammer. There we go. Are you happy? There we go. It's a click noise. Come on. It's fucking boring. It's boring. I can't do
you
it
can have a
well.
shotgun musket. That's
Thank
fine.
you.
It's way more fun.
Yeah. I rack a shell like one-handedly. Anyway, so yeah, and then I point it out, and I'm gonna try and see if I can find this thing. Actually, wait, do we have any like sticks that are partially in the fire? So like, I'm thinking throw a light out.
Yeah, sure. You guys started a fire, okay?
So
you have some sticks.
Basically, take a torch, toss it out in the area of where I hear that noise, so I can hopefully see something.
Okay, fantastic. So you grab a torch, throw it off into this dry grass.
We're by the ocean. It can't be that dry, right?
You ever been to a beach?
There's no fires on the ocean.
There's no fires in the ocean.
Right.
The water's right there.
That's why ships don't burn.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, now I'll really be able to see it.
Of course, yeah. And so you... You know what? Just because I want to, go ahead and do an agility. Let's just see. Oh, wait, no, presence, sorry. Presence.
Hey, 13.
A 13. Okay, fantastic. So you whip this torch and it ends up landing on the dirt path and not in the dry brown grass.
I say we're good after everybody's sleeping.
You hear these footsteps stop, and in the silhouette of the like small fires from the village that's just up the way, you do see something that looks like a giant like centipede type thing kind of raise up and begin looking around. This thing is huge.
That thing's fucking huge. And I'll cock my hammer down and say, maybe I shouldn't fuck with this thing. And I'll go to Mr. Clooney. And
Okay, you're gonna wake up George.
I'll say, oh my god, I'm gonna have to brace myself. Mr. Clooney, I'm really sorry.
Hello, Bart. What is it?
I found something on the watch. There's a centipede-like creature.
Well,
it's large. Do you want me to try and engage?
With many problems, we solve them by killing something. I think it would be a nice change of pace if maybe we don't kill this time. See if we like it.
Alright, I'm gonna put the fire out, and hopefully it will not come after us.
That's brilliant.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and basically disguise ourselves.
Okay.
Do we have... Ooh, you know what? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take one of my rations. I'm gonna take some, water, some disgusting water we probably found nearby. Or no, just dirt. I'm gonna dirt the fire.
You dirt the fire.
Dirt the fire.
You dirt the fire.
Okay. Put the fire out. And then I'm gonna take a ration and basically huck it, away from us. So
Okay.
hopefully to get its attention, and then it'll get some food.
Or inform it that food is that way.
Yeah, way that way.
Fantastic. So, dirting the fire, as Bartholomew described. So you end up doing that. You take one of the rations that you had in your pouch. You crack it open a little bit. There's like some dry algae cakes in here. There's a little bit of like spoiled meat. Like this is like a really, really good ration.
That's a solid ration.
You really consider not chucking it, but at a certain point you realize, this giant dragon-looking thing, this huge centipede beast of some sort, it begins raising its head.
And apparently sneezing.
And sneezing. Just a lot of sneezing. Should we wait for the cat to stop sneezing?
No, it's fine. Go through it.
Phoenix is on recording periodically. Okay. Phoenix is a guest.
It turns its head directly toward you, and you can see that the hundreds of feet that are leading up of it and the hundreds of wings on either side of it, tiny little wings, begin flapping ever so slightly. As you pitch this ration into the air, you can see the seagullipede take off and begin flying, catching this in the air and flying away, cawing.
My God.
Well done, Bart.
That was majestic.
A stellar performance.
Thank you, Mr. Clooney. That means a lot. I'll go back on watch.
The rest of the night passes without incident.
Nicely done.
Yay!
Seagullipede.
Okay, I don't know if you guys knew this, but in all honesty, that was not meant to be a seagullipede. It became one when you started talking about it. And if you subscribe to the Patreon, you'll be able to see the custom stats that I've made for our seagullipede.
You are digging us in deep here, Mike.
I know. Stats are not hard for these monsters. So everybody gets to regain their omens, and you get to see how many times you get to use your powers.
I cannot roll higher than a 1.
We figured that out.
So, because I'm a -3 and I roll a d4,
Okay, so you roll 1.
I get 1. But then for our omens, it's a d2 if I'm not mistaken.
I
yeah,
believe so.
a D2, yeah.
Fantastic. That's 1.
Oh, for the omens, yeah. So D2, damn it, 1.
Fantastic.
I was only down 1, so I can't get less than 1.
Nice. Fantastic. So the quote-unquote morning comes. You can tell because it gets ever so slightly lighter
And
outside.
the sludge ball comes out of the ocean again.
I would like to coin that we call this the morning with a U.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, GM approval on that one. And luckily it doesn't change what I have to say. So morning comes. And you all continue along your way. You pack up your stuff. You have already dirted your fire, so that is not a problem. And you begin making your way. You approach this town as you notice that these sea cliffs are getting just higher and higher. And for some reason, this pathway is getting closer and closer to the sea cliff. You notice that this is a town entirely made of like crumbling stone.
Good.
All right, perfect, yeah. It's my aesthetic.
Falling off a cliff, yeah. You want crumbling stone.
So one of the most noticeable things that you see is there's a large stone temple of some sort. It is the largest building here, and it does look like a lot of it has been covered up with different like parts of driftwood. Like pieces of driftwood have covered up lots of different pieces of it. You notice a few more of those seagulls staring at you from atop this thing. You also, while looking around, notice that there are quite a few other buildings here. And amongst those buildings, you notice that there is, hanging over the cliff, there is a large gallows where people would usually be hung. There are 5 nooses hanging from it, and it almost looks like it can be swung out over the cliff.
Okay.
I think that it's important that I point out that grammatically, the past tense, or it's not hung, it's hanged.
Oh yeah,
People would
actually,
be
it's
hanged.
certain vowels are added with ed at the end versus them just changing the entire form. And
Okay.
it all
I was
depends
talking
on
about guys with big dicks, though.
the root of the word or the root of the.
Okay.
And it's applicable in both circumstances.
Thank you so much, Sally. I really appreciate that. So you can see that there appears to be at least one like boarded up, like absent house, or a house that is just completely empty. You also notice that there is one large house with a man standing outside of it. He is so old and decrepit. This guy looks like he died 7 or 8 years ago, and he might actually have. He has a large hook for one hand.
You know, I haven't seen any other people with hooks for hands except you. I guess it.
You're probably born with that. hook.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess the family
I
resemblance.
can't
is-
actually remember, so yes. Although it's no longer a hook, so
You're not my son anymore.
it may be an unfortunate family reunion. But I'm willing to try.
Well,
So-
I think we want to make that abandoned house a home.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a home.
So entering into this town, a few of the people that you see are that man with the hook. He appears to be like chewing on an old fishing pole or something. You can also see that there is
Just like horizontally.
Pole?
yeah.
The entire
Okay, cool.
pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Is he using his hands at all?
His hand.
Yeah.
Yes, he is using his hand
Okay.
and holding it kind of like a yeah, exactly, like sideways, like he were eating like a drumstick of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's just chewing on that. You can also see that there's a woman there who appears to be fixing a boat up here on the land, which is very strange because you guys don't see a harbor or a dock anywhere.
Just water down below.
Just the water far down below. Now, she appears to be talking to herself. She is missing one of her eyes, and half of her hair has been clearly shorn off with a dull knife of some sort.
Is it the same side for both?
No,
Okay.
no. It's like she tried to even it out. One eye missing, so she
Balance it.
cut off the hair on the other side.
Very new agey.
You also see one person who is standing outside of a house, kind of staring at the corner beam of this house. He looks incredibly tired. His eyes are super sunken in, and he keeps looking northward, like over towards the forests that you see off in the distance. And the last thing that you see is a person sitting at a small little bench with a large pile of dead, wingless birds next to him. And that's where we're going to end our session.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right, so that one climbing was the one that got away. That
Yes.
Yeah. That's the only bird.
That's only bird.
Thank you for joining us on another NCRP Productions podcast. We couldn't do this without you, so please like and subscribe everywhere we're found, including YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, Google, Apple, Spotify, and other great podcast sites. If you'd like to help us continue making more content, we'd love to have your support on our Patreon. And if you have any feedback for us, please feel free to comment on our podcasts or email us directly at ncrpproductions@gmail.com. That's ncrpproductions@gmail.com. And we'd like to give a special shout out to our current patrons, MD Parker 4, Chef Francis, Crowman 76, Loading Mad Cat, M. Coling, November Stevenson, and Rosix 13. Thank you all. We truly, truly appreciate it.